uglies. Hello, uglies. Hello, uglies.
Ooh, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Dobby Babe.
And I'm Alexis P. Bubbles. The P stands for... Can you cut right here? I forgot to... I wrote a P down and then I forgot. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna... remind myself. You can edit all this out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And today the P stands for pipes. Bitch, they had to crawl through pipes in their fight feet and then get submerged in
They
water.
had to drown. I'm gonna be honest with you, this was the most horrifying fright feed I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Claustrophobia, check. Drowning, check.
Having to figure out numbers.
Oh, do you remember that movie, Hugh Jackman, The Prestige? They would make clones, spoiler, he would make clones of himself and he would drown the clones. And he was like, it's the worst, drowning is the worst fucking feeling in the world. It's indescribable because he had been drowned and he had that memory or whatever.
I don't remember that movie. Is that where they
That's The Magician.
do lights and
The Magician.
Oh.
He drowned magic himself.
Can I be honest? One of the last hookups I ever did.
Did magic?
No.
Ugh.
Worse. We watched a mini-series. I went to his house. We watched a mini-series about Houdini starring, who's the nose? The piano.
John.
Nose. The pianist. That movie, The Piano or whatever. And he has a nose. Adrian Brody. And we watched, he was playing Houdini or whoever. We watched like 3 hours of this. And then
Nothing happened.
And then I think we just made out, but it was like not worth it. And I left. And I never looked
So
back.
Houdini's all over my neighborhood. Have you noticed?
Houdini?
If you go up through the mountain, okay, you go on like you're going to Beverly Hills or whatever, there's like a statue of him outside somebody's house. And then another place has like his head. He must have lived around here. You know how he died? A punch in the stomach.
What kind of
That's how
like
he
fruit
died.
punch?
No, his whole thing was like he would shoot himself in the stomach with cannonballs. And he's like, I have an unbreakable stomach. He was like talking to this group of people or whatever. And this guy was like, I bet I could hurt you or whatever. And he's like, okay, I bet you can't. And then the guy punched him before Houdini tensed his tummy. Killed him.
Do you remember when I got punched by that guy coming off the bus?
Killed him. You got punched?
I was on the phone with someone waiting. The bus was stopped and I was waiting for people to get off. And this guy got off the bus and he just goes, boom, right in my stomach.
Mm-mm.
And I was on the phone with someone and I go, ugh! And then I got on the bus and I was like, that guy just punched me. And the bus driver was like, $2.75 or however much it cost. I had to pay.
Welcome to the city. Well, maybe he thought you were pregnant and he knew you couldn't handle a child.
It was before I was fat.
Oh. Curtis was a child magician. And so... I heard it as I said it. And it sounds insane. But it's true.
Why would you ever?
I have a picture. I have to find... I'll find the picture for you. He had his own little tiny tuxedo and he had his own little kit that said Curtis the Amazing Boy Magician. And he would go to nursing homes and do magic.
No, he went to nursing homes?
I did magic. Keeping them alive was magical. And so when we first started dating, his childhood cat was still alive. His childhood cat was named Harry Houdini. And so Harry Houdini died of old cat. And this was very early in the relationship, so I was going above and beyond at every turn. So I made a felt 3D cutout of his cat doing magic on a stage, and there was an audience of cats watching.
That is
Cute.
weird.
Well, he only kept it up for like a minute, and I was deeply offended. But let me tell you, I've kept it. I won't let him throw it away because
Where is it? Can I see it?
it's in storage.
Oh, is that fun?
Okay, let's speak.
We have to, okay, back to the pipes.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I will say, I don't quite understand. It seems like they're just making everyone do these things and there's no real rhyme or reason to I miss the extermination challenges.
I do too.
So I want to go back to that format, but this was the first one where I was like, oh my God, this is so scary.
I agree. For them to go from arm wrestling to drowning was a lot. Do you think that the lock, because what
How
they had
did
to
they,
do,
did they just get
they
gas?
had to put in this code, and if they did it fast enough, they'd be able to unlock their cage.
Well, you know what's funny?
But I think it was all just to give them a sense. You know, buttons on elevators? You know, the hold buttons don't actually do anything. They're just there to like control the masses. I think that's what those locks were.
No, they're definitely like, it's like a
mass.
part of an escape room
Because no one got out.
Randomly, the other day, scrolling TikTok, I saw a group of people in that situation. Exactly. They might have been in that place.
Getting drowned?
I think it's an escape room. I think it's part of an escape room.
You get drowned at an escape room?
I guess so. Should we see about where it is and try to do it?
I support you doing it.
I'll do it if we can film it.
You would not. You would do that. You would drown yourself for IMHO? You heard it here first. Everyone write it down. You heard it here first.
I don't want to drown. I don't want to drown. But I think my number one way...
I don't want to drown.
Scary. So this is the sea monster water episode. They got to do sea creatures.
Yeah.
They didn't have to go to the beach this time. What do you think about that? Because in the past, they've gone to beach.
Oh, I loved when they went to beach.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest with you. I love a water. I love it.
Are you a water baby?
Meaning?
You like water?
I wasn't born into water.
No, but like, are you comfortable in water?
My brother's sister-in-law did an at-home birth in a pool in her living room.
Are there pictures?
The entire family was there.
You're in a cult, ma'am. You know what's weird?
What?
I literally had a dream this morning. Before I knew anything about Dragula, I had a dream that I was on a movie crew and we were filming a movie in the ocean on a ship.
What movie?
I don't know.
Titanic 2.
It wasn't Avatar
We're back,
or Titanic,
baby.
but it was like James Cameron vibes. Water.
Good for him. I heard he did Avatar Water.
I can't wait to see Avatar Water
I can.
Sports.
I didn't even see the first one.
In an effort to be a good roommate, I'm going...
I don't live with you.
With my roommate.
Oh.
Opening night at 11:45 and the movie is 3 hours long. The movie's
11:45 p.m.?
p.m. She wants to see it at midnight. I told her, guess what? They don't do midnight releases anymore. They actually do it in the afternoon the day before. So if a movie comes out Friday, you can see it as early as Thursday at 3:30. She wants to see it at midnight. And so I'm going to be a good person.
Listen, I love
And
Veronica.
I'm going to do that.
I do.
For
I love
her.
her. But I could not. I can't.
This gets me out of everything from now on. Doing this.
The thought of getting into your car.
There's preview. There's
after
at least
10 p.m.
30 minutes of previews.
After 10 p.m.
Plus Maria
Can you
Menounos
imagine
laughing like a dolphin.
Can you imagine someone saying,
There's at
get
least
in the
40
car.
minutes.
It's 11 p.m.
It's at least 40 minutes.
I'm already asleep.
Before.
So they'd have to wake me up and then be like, let's go watch it. I can't.
Well, and you know I have to do...
I would be miserable.
I have to do...
Well, I'd be asleep.
My giant... I have to do the biggest size they have of Diet Pepsi or Pepsi Zero.
Yes, of course.
But because of that, I have to pee every 30 to 45 minutes. 3 hour and 10 minute movie. I'm missing half of it. But it's okay because we can go later and see it together and then I'll just pee in different spots.
So I don't want to see it, but I appreciate your offer. Okay, let's get back to this. So the Boulets start and they are looking robed up. They are satin. Ooh, they are silky. They
slinky.
look gorgeous.
Yeah, I loved it.
I loved it. I did
pretty.
have a thought. Okay. I had one little note. I wish that the belt had been black. Because, you know, they had the hair that had the little, like, black lines in it.
And then they had the gloves.
Yeah, I wish that it had continued on. Because it
or
did
one
look
of those
like
corset
a
belts
reveal that
are
we're just waiting. Yes, I wanted some sort of black element there. But other than that, they look gorgeous.
I think I decided that this type of robe needs to be that sheer net.
Yeah,
I don't think it needs to be this.
Yeah. Well, our guest judges as well. So we have...
Oh my God, we have Dolly and Saint.
Dolly and Saint. Now, you're not on Twitter, so there has been a lot of stuff going down on Twitter.
Oh, please, yeah.
I don't
You were telling me a little bit.
I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it. Just know this episode appearing at the time that it is appearing is kind of funny based on Twitter timing and all of that. But they looked great.
I gotta be honest.
I have a soft spot for Dolly.
I have a hard spot for Dolly. Respectfully. I think Dolly is scary and I like it.
Does Saint live in Chicago?
I think Saint lives in Chicago now.
Yeah, because they're doing the viewing parties at Roscoe's. Everyone visit Roscoe's with the host Luca Me.
Oh, I love Luca Me.
Me too.
It took me about 2 years before I understood his name was Look at Me.
Look at me.
I'm Look at Me. Serving face in society. Won't go to bed because I'm seeing Avatar at 11:45
p.m.
I'll be up all night watching TV.
You're gonna fall asleep.
No,
You're gonna fall asleep.
I like
You're gonna
those.
fall asleep.
I like. So
You're gonna
my
fall
favorite
asleep.
type of movie is long and boring. And I told you the other
Oh.
day, I don't really feel like I have a type. Like beggars can't be choosers. If any person wants to get at me, they can.
Yeah,
My DMs, they're kind of closed right now, but my TikTok is open.
Could we have?
But
just
I
a
did
distraction
decide
for her?
that-
One person flirt with her.
I
please.
did decide. No, don't flirt with me. I did decide.
Oh yeah, don't flirt with me because I'll finish it.
Don't flirt
That's
with
what
me
she
unless you
meant by that.
mean it. I hate that. And don't ever flirt with me to put you in drag.
That's the worst.
Blocked.
If you're hot, you can never befriend a drag queen.
And not blocked on the
ever.
phone. Blocked from my life.
Like hot
I'm
men
very insecure and sensitive.
never reach out to
Don't
a drag queen and
ask-
try to befriend them because we all want to fuck
No,
them.
you can befriend me.
No, you can't.
Don't flirt with me and then ask me to put you in drag. If you do, I'm gonna be so mad.
Well, she's gonna cry the whole time
No,
she
but
does
I
it,
told
she's
you,
gonna
I
do
don't
it.
have a type, but if I did have a type, it would be
Tall.
people that look like those blue guys from Avatar.
Yeah.
I love a strong nose, a profile. I love tall.
She loves dick nose, she loves tall. That's about it. That's all you need.
Adrian Brody. Okay, we're gonna start off with host of Teratoma. She was a hagfish, something I didn't know existed, but I love the name. Fun.
Listen, Hoso always delivers beautiful looks, and I think this is yet another beautiful look. I did
too.
agree with the Boulets, though, that the sea element was a little lost for me.
See, that's one of those things when
See.
that happens to me when Dragulas I don't really know, so they have to tell me.
Those Boulets, those Lover Brothers, were so funny this episode. You know, my
They are
favorite part, the
funny.
section where they're sitting and they're
Yeah.
talking before everything. They were having a blast, and that is
Yeah.
so fun to see.
That
Because I
is fun.
believe it.
It's fun to see.
Yeah. So overall, still an amazing look, but
Astrid Aurelia, I loved. Now,
I know
She's
she was
been the main-
pirate and she was Pirates of
was-
the Caribbean. Isn't that a character? The pirate that has
the Kraken.
octopus?
The Kraken. Yeah,
Yeah,
but this
that's
was,
what she did.
This was different to me than that.
Because she had a beak.
I think Astrid is kind of the main point of a lot of unnecessary drama.
Well, everyone's very annoyed with her, which they did openly say this episode.
Right, but in their defense, she has been annoying.
No, absolutely. I agree with them.
But it's been a lot of, that's what we're talking about a lot. But this, I was like, oh, this is so cool. I loved it.
Yeah, I did too.
I loved it.
I really loved it. And I disagree with the Boulets about the beak taking away from it because octopi do have beaks, right?
I think everyone knows that.
Wait, I think I made that up.
Coco Kane, gender fuckery, Daddy Trident.
I loved this.
I loved it too.
I loved it.
Once they said, like, if she had had a trident, it would have brought the sea element more. But I thought, fuck off.
I
This
understood.
is awesome.
Not fuck off. I mean, I understood that note, and I agreed once they said it, as you did. But overall, I mean, the face, it all, it's good.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Coco is one of my
good.
favorites.
Yeah.
Victoria Black, Creature from the Sea.
So
Universal Studios
fucking
in the
good.
house again.
So
yeah,
good.
she's proving there's nothing
Wrong
yeah.
ever.
This is a force to be reckoned
Yeah.
with. The only thing they could say was it was a little predictable, but that's
Whatever.
Yeah. Melissa B. Fierce was a gorgeous little fish with like beautiful fins and scales and stuff. I actually did notice before they said anything that fabric was a little predictable.
Yeah,
it was
when they
still
said,
beautiful.
They said it looks like you just went to the fabric district, you saw something that looked like scales, and you thought, oh, I'll make something out of this. That's exactly what she did, first of all. I love Melissa, but I don't know that she'll ever rise to that level of disgusting monster. Like,
She's
does
so glamorous.
glamour really well. And I think at this point in the competition, I think we've seen that and we're good. But, I mean, she looks beautiful.
She does look beautiful.
But it wasn't for me.
It really
wasn't
broke
for
my
me.
heart to see her be so upset. But I think two things. I do think a part of me...
Okay, for those of you who didn't see the episode, this was a really tough one for Melissa. There was a lot of drama beforehand because, you know, that's what they've been all about this season is just really being like, Astrid's in the middle of everything. Aren't you annoyed? And that kind of thing. And then the cauldron, kind of same thing. Like, Melissa found out she was in the bottom and so she's feeling a certain type of way and she was like, I just don't like the fakeness. I don't like your two-faces. And then the editors actually showed us that there have been a lot of two-faced things, which I haven't thought about. But anyway, I'll go back to that. But anyway, what were you going to say?
Know that it has been two-faced.
I think it's been two-faced in a way that the world is two-faced. you can have differing opinions and still both be true sometimes. You can just be nice to people because you don't want to be rude to them and then have an actual different opinion.
Right.
I don't say what I honestly think all the time, but that doesn't mean that I wouldn't tell you behind our back.
Okay,
you know?
I guess I'm qualifying two-faced as, oh my god, that skirt is so cute. Where'd you get that?
Right.
That's the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen. That to me is two-faced. What I think I've seen a lot of, especially in that montage today, is like, these are two truths. I don't want you to go home, but I don't think she did. Like, I think this person did better than you. Like,
Yeah,
I think you
agree.
did better. I don't want you to go home. I think those things can be true. I also think they're making a TV show. They're probably thinking ahead or even being asked to say all these different things. I think that maybe the two-faced thing was just a conduit because there was so much going on outside that she's kind of mentioned.
Yeah.
Melissa. I also think she knew she was going to be in the bottom, and rather than just kind of take your lumps and be in the bottom, she maybe wanted to like take control over the situation and say, I'm going to leave before they can tell me I'm leaving.
I could see that. I
Which
don't
is
think that's
fine.
out of the realm of possibility. I think just with Melissa, everything with like her relationship and then
Being so strong in her initial season and then kind of floating in the middle.
Yeah.
This, I think it's frustration. I think it's a sea storm. A hurricane.
I, as an audience member, saw that hurricane coming.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't that surprised. Maybe she saw the hurricane as well. Maybe she checked her weather app.
Yeah.
And it said 50% chance
But the
of hurricane.
point is, it didn't feel great to see her so upset. And
when she started crying, it broke my heart. I
we're
love
Melissa
her.
stans
We are
here.
huge stans. I think it was her time to leave the competition.
I think so.
I just think it was.
I think so. And it was
Still-
really sweet.
still
and
hard to see.
And true to Coco's character, she went over and even though she was kind of pissed, she went over and made sure she was okay.
And what a mature way to handle this.
Yeah.
Well, from Coco, but also Melissa, when the producer was like, tell me what's like going on, talk to me. And Melissa was like, there's so much going on right now. I'm just overwhelmed and this is just too much. For being as emotional as she was, I thought she had a very logic, clear-headed thought of like, it's just my time to go.
And ultimately she did follow through and like finish, like went up and did the drop or whatever, the stairs. But wait,
Which
we're getting
honestly,
ahead.
I would have done that if I were her because I want to know what it feels like to fall through that hole.
I can make that happen.
No.
And then of course there's Eva Destruction, who destroyed. This is so fucking incredible.
This is my favorite thing she's ever done. And she does a lot of things. But the
way that
all
this,
of it.
and then the performance with the peeking out, and I was even kind of wondering, like, this is so cool. I wonder if she's gonna drop those things and let us see her unencumbered, and then she did, and it was like she read my mind from afar.
Yeah, because the look, you don't want to see a reveal coming. And the look itself didn't necessarily even need a reveal. It was so cool. And then she did reveal, and it was so cool. Listen.
It was like a full...
The best thing I've ever seen from her.
It's the
Amazing.
greatest thing, and thank God. So we declare a winner. It is Eva Destruction. Congratulations.
Rightfully so. And then our bottom two are Melissa and someone else. Coco. That was weird. That was weird. That was weird to me. We knew Melissa was wanting to leave the competition. We knew it was her time.
So I have sympathy for Melissa. However, for Coco, I kind of wanted her to be like, well, don't do me any favors. Because now if you leave, I'll never know if I was supposed to leave for real or if you were supposed to leave. But now you've made the, you know what I mean?
I don't believe that Coco believed she was going to leave.
No, she shouldn't have.
No, and she knows herself. So that is the end of yet another Dragula. What a spooky, spooky time. Melissa, we hope that you find the peace and the love and the joy that you deserve because you deserve the world, my friend.
Melissa, be still.
Melissa, be still. Be healthy.
Still. The seas were monstrous and crazy for you this little bit, but now the seas are calm for you. And just ride this wave because this was a very strong season for you. Yeah. You were incredible in your first season. You're incredible still. You are a staple in the ocean of Dragula.
Which honestly, we should clean the oceans of staples because they are really tough on the environment. They kill all the turtles. You think straws are the problem.
We should have been coming after staples this whole time. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you enjoyed this and you'd like to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and of course the notification bell.
And if you're not done hitting things on your keyboard, go over to patreon.com/IMHOtheSHOW for Patreon.
We also are both on Cameo, so if you want a message from us, hit us up over there.
Or you can go to IMHOtheSHOW.com and get a Cameo that's for both of us together with the back. It's like your own personal episode. It's really, really cool.
Oh, it's gorgeous. All right, well, we will see you next time, uglies. Stay ugly, fucking uglies. Wouldn't that be amazing if that's how they ended every every episode. Stay ugly, you fucking uglies.
Yeah.
Don't we all feel that way sometimes?
Oh my God.
You probably feel that way right now, right? Just based on what you're wearing.
I feel beautiful.
Oh.
Can I say? I haven't worn glasses in a while, and it's been it's nice.
I love you in glasses.
I do love me in glasses.
I feel like I need to explain my shirt because.
Okay, wait. Can I read it?
Yeah.
When meet difficult, enter the courage and don't give up. Is that some kind of
Nope,
Tim?
that's not what it says. When meet difficult, muster the courage and don't give up.
Your tit was too big. I couldn't see them.
Thank you. Yeah, I saw this shirt on the internet a long time ago, and it made me laugh because it doesn't make a lot of sense, but also just that give up is by itself. Because if you're trying to tell someone to don't give up, putting give up alone and don't in another place is a funny...
Oh, yeah, because it technically says muster the courage and don't.
And don't.
Give up.
Give up. So I love
there's
that.
a full period after the don't.
Yeah, that's the end of the sentence. And don't.
So don't meet difficult.
Give up.
Give up. I love that.
It made me laugh. I've never worn it. And I went in my closet tonight and I was like, I want to wear something black. What is this? I have given up. I'm going to put that on.
I decided to go with my bunnies because...
Oh yeah, how's that a sea thing? Sea monster.
Well, bunnies drink water.
True.
And you ever tried to boil a bunny in seawater? Screams!
You're referencing...
Yeah, Call Me By Your Name.
Indecent Proposal? No. Stalker.
Early edition.
No.
Inside edition.
No. Wait, she boiled the bunny. Bunny boiled like a bagel. Wait, who?
Okay, can I be honest?
No.
Can I be honest and vulnerable? I ordered Dunkin' the other
Glenn
day.
Close.
Oh yeah.
Michael Douglas.
To Kill a Mockingbird.
Fatal Attraction.
Oh, or that as well.
I will not be ignored, Dan.
Is that where she does?
No, that is Sharon Stone.
Censored.
That's Sharon Stone.
Does she censor
And your
the
toe
pussy?
just touched my knee. I'm really, really freaked out by that.
I had, you know what? I had a BE coach named Tony Pickett, and we used to say Tony Pickett.
Yeah, you've said that.
Because he replaced the other one named Mr. Lovelady.
Right?
Yeah. We loved him.
And
we
he loved ladies.
We loved Lovelady, and we picketed Tony Pickett. He was an asshole. He's probably dead now. He looked so old when I was in elementary school, but I bet if I look back, he was in his late 20s.
Oh, that hurts.
I know, right?
There's my gym teacher when I was in elementary school. Her skin, leather.
And by gym teacher, you mean gems, like crystals?
No. She was gym teacher. She was lesbian. She's lesbian. First gay person I ever met was my gym teacher.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. I loved it because I don't eat cows, but I do love leather wares.
Can I be honest?
Mm-hmm.
When I was on this show called Camp Wanakiki, we had craft services, and it was one box. Like, you know when you get fired from a job and they give you that cardboard box? It was one cardboard box of, like,
crackers.
Chips and stuff, yeah. Mm-hmm. But one can of Spam, and nobody wanted it. So I would kind of take a slice off every day.
Of Spam?
Yeah.
And eat it?
I liked it. I like the saltiness.
Oh, I've never had Spam.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
Well, it's pork. You can't have it.
Oh.
But I got some.
Is it pork, though?
I got some the other day, and I had Spam and eggs this morning for breakfast I made.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I got heavy cream.
Curtis.